Coming up on today's wrestling news, Kazuchika Okada finally debuts in AEW.
Bryan Danielson announces a mystery for Forbidden Door.
And I'm going to fill you in on the updated card for Forbidden Door. I'm Adam Wilborn.
I'm Phil Chambers.
And this is the news. And if you're thinking, hang on, that's only 3 stories. They have to do 4. That's what makes things right in the world. Well, we're going to do a sort of split news today. We're going to be talking about all the WWE stuff, including potentially Triple H returning to NXT and all of your Twitter questions a little bit later on today. But let's dive into all the fallout after this week's episode of AEW Dynamite. Of course, the go-home show ahead of Forbidden Door this weekend, which we will be doing a live stream for on Sunday night. Join myself and Michael Hamflett with a whole bowl full of jelly, watching whatever goes down on that bonkers show. One of the things that is going to go down on that show is Kazuchika Okada, who made a surprise appearance on last night's AEW Dynamite. After the match between Hangman Page and Silas Young, a Ring of Honor legend, of course, Hangman Page was victorious. Adam Cole came out to do story time with Adam Cole, baby, but was interrupted by IWGP Heavyweight Champion Jay White. He was like, oh, sorry about this, but just to remind everyone, I won't be defending this title against you, Cole. And he walks down to the ring, or against you, Page. Big fight breaks out. Page and Jay White appeared to be on the same page. They beat him down. Did look like for a split second that Adam Cole might twat Jay White with his own title, but still, he's being held up and they're going to kill him, and then the infamous coin drop happens. Bloody about time in AEW this. And Kazuchika Okada, the New Japan legend, he came out, he made the save, it all broke down, they cleared the ring, and it was confirmed subsequent to that we are getting a 4-way for the IWGP Heavyweight Championship at Forbidden Door. I'll update you on the full card in a few minutes' time. But yes, it will be Jay White defending against Adam Cole, Hangman Page, and Kazuchika Okada, Phil.
Yeah, they got there in the end, didn't they? They got there in the end. I'm really looking forward to this match. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah.
Like, the actual match itself is probably going to be absolutely brilliant. Build to it and the way they've got there has been a little bit sort of round the houses. All of this pay-per-view should have been really easy to build.
Yep.
It's just New Japan, AEW, who's better?
Just literally read like the 10-point list we probably made the minute after it was confirmed that AEW and New Japan had a partnership.
Yeah.
There's your match card.
You didn't need all these weird little convoluted storylines going into everything. It doesn't make any sense for this kind of a show. But they got there in the end. We've got Okada.
Patronising battle. Well done.
We've got him. Well done. You got there. But it's going to be a great match.
Oh.
The whole show is stacked.
Yeah, there's some great matches on the other news video that we're going to do today. We've got a question about some of the matches we're most looking forward to. We'll talk about it then. It is tinged with a bit of disappointment, Phil, of course. No CM Punk on this card. No AEW Championship, really. It's just the interim title. Yeah. I mean, it is the interim title featuring bloody Tanahashi and Moxley.
Yeah, which is fair.
But still, it's just not quite there. And unfortunately, it's a seamlessly segued heel story.
Beautiful transition.
No Bryan Danielson either at Forbidden Door or Blood and Guts.
Yeah, probably the one person at least at the very top of my list, if not at everybody else's list. Yep. So when you hear about an AEW versus New Japan thing, you're like, Bryan Danielson's finally going to get his matches that he's been wanting all this goddamn time.
As you pointed out on the news yesterday, kind of one of the reasons he went to AEW.
Yeah, 100%. But unfortunately, that is not going to be happening. He is indeed injured. Now, he did come out on the show last night on Dynamite.
Yeah.
He said that he's not going to be there for both Forbidden Door and Blood and Guts. He did also say that it doesn't have anything to do with the concussion issues that forced him to
thank God.
time. So it's a different thing. So that's good news.
Oh, good. It's a different injury.
That's good news, at least. But didn't really give a timescale or like what the actual injury is or anything like that. But he did announce, obviously, it was going to be him versus Zack Sabre Jr. at Forbidden Door, but that is no more. But Bryan Danielson, I should say, still need to get that in my head.
Yeah.
Has found, is handpicked a mystery opponent for Zack Sabre Jr. at Forbidden Door. It's a guy who is one of the most technically proficient wrestlers in the world. He could be. So he's ready to go toe-to-toe with Zack Sabre Jr. at Forbidden Door, but he's also down to get down and dirty in Blood and Guts as well. And it's the guy that Bryan Danielson, I did it again, trusts the most to go into a situation like this, but we're not going to find out who it is until the show itself. And subsequently, The internet's gone mad.
Yes. I actually, because obviously, I know me and MJF are best friends.
Of course, yeah.
And, despite reports, he's still got a bit of knowledge on the inside. Do you want me to reveal, actually? It's a bit of an exclusive, this.
100%.
Some people said Johnny Gargano.
Hey.
Other people, of course, have said Cesaro, which I'd be absolutely fine with. I'm not going to speculate on it much further, because I've got a feeling that tomorrow, me and the Dudley boys are going to do a brief roundtable podcast speculating on something like this. But I can just tell you who it actually is going to be. If you're thinking, who's the best technical replacement, who technically could take Zack Sabre Jr. to his absolute limit and also transform into this horrific creature, for blood and guts, it's the fucking Fiend. That's right, it's the fucking Fiend.
Could you imagine Zack Sabre Jr. versus Guinevere?
Well, he could fight. I suppose he could fight Bray Wyatt, who could transform into the Fiend for blood and guts.
Yeah, and he'd have like a new Bray Wyatt character that's like a super duper amateur wrestler, like an Olympian Bray Wyatt.
He's Husky Harrison and then the Fiend. No Bray Wyatt. Yes, like you say.
If this isn't the likes of Johnny Gargano or Cesaro now, they've done it again, haven't they? If this comes out and it's
Regal.
really Yuta.
So Regal be like, yeah, I'll do it.
Or if it's Regal. If it's Regal, I'd be down with that, to be fair. Jesus Christ, that would be good.
Man's Man drops on Sunday.
That possibility.
Yeah, like you said, we could sit here and it would probably take us about 20 minutes to list all the people the internet have suggested. So no pressure, AEW. Good luck, guys. Do you think I am right in thinking it's the same person, isn't it, for Forbidden Door and Blood and Guts?
Yeah, very much seems.
Yeah, he didn't seem to suggest it was going to be different things. But Zack Sabre Jr. came afterwards to yell at him. I wish he'd had a mic. Give him a mic. He's so good. Old dragon bollocks. I love his Cockney war. I'll give you a bloody good idea. I don't know what. He'd never said that in his life.
Exactly what he said.
And good to see more WCPW stars on this show. Of course,
getting the push they deserve.
Exactly. But speculate who you think Bryan Danielson's replacement should be in the comments below. Maybe we'll mention some of them in the podcast that we do all about it tomorrow. But I should really run you down the entire Forbidden Door card because more matches were added last night. On the buy-in, the kickoff, the pre-show, whatever you want to call it, there is an 8-man tag team match featuring the Ass Boys and the Gun Club, basically, versus, I'm going to butcher this name, Yuya Uemura? Yeah. Alex Coughlin, I've probably said that wrong now. The DKC, who's facing Hook on Rampage this week, and Kevin Knight. In terms of the matches we already knew about, Jon Moxley versus Hiroshi Tanahashi for the interim AEW World Championship. It was confirmed last night that the 4-way for the inaugural All Atlantic Championship will be Pac versus Miro versus Tomohiro Ishii versus Malachi Black, who beat Penta Oscuro. You already knew about the Sex Gods and Minoru Suzuki versus Kingston Yuta and Shooter. Will Ospreay versus Orange Cassidy for the IWGP US Heavyweight Championship. FTR versus United Empire versus Roppongi Vice for all the tag belts. Thunder Rosa versus Toni Storm, of course, for the Women's World Championship in AEW. Mentioned Zack Sabre Jr. versus an opponent of Bryan Danielson's choosing. And it is going to be a team mostly made up of WCPW stars, the Young Bucks, and members of Bullet Club. El Fantasma, who we've seen is just jaw-dropping between the ropes.
Did we ever get Hikuleo?
I don't think so, but your knowledge is better than mine. And Hikuleo versus Dudes with Attitude. That's Darby Allin and Sting, and Los Ingobernables de Japan, Shingo and Hiromu Takahashi.
Nice.
It's not a bad lineup, that, is it?
It's not bad at all. The show itself is going to be absolutely fantastic.
Oh, and the 4-way for the... did I mention the 4-way for the IWGP World Heavyweight Championship, which features a Kazuchika Okada?
Yeah.
But, you can take it or leave that, can't you?
It'll be fine. It's shaping up to be a hell of a card. There's some standout matches on there. Weirdly, Ospreay versus Orange Cassidy.
Yeah.
I think that's
a lot of people say that.
That's going to be a match of the night contender.
There was a bit of a tease of a glimpse of what we could see last night, wasn't there? But very excited for it. As I said, we're doing a live stream for it on Sunday night.
Indeed, yeah. It's going to be good fun. Looking forward to it. I will not be staying up late, though. Sorry. I'll just watch it the next morning in the comfort of my own home.
Oh, yeah, you got Mondays off, you lucky bastard.
Yeah.
Well, I'll be awake, and I'll be going a little bit bonkers.
Kicks up at 1 a.m.
Yep.
10 matches.
Our time. Yep.
5 a.m. finish.
Probably. But you know what? I'm going to try and not moan about the night. Because normally when they do it, there's a lot of matches that I'm like, why is this on the card? and they've done a lot of just get them on the card.
Yeah.
But when it happens, I'll be like, yeah, I'm kind of okay with
this
this.
is actually kind of fun. Yeah, it'll be great.
But yeah, let us know the matches you're most looking forward to in the comments section below. And before I go, today's and finally, as I said, we're going to do the Twitter questions on the other video. And finally, don't forget, midday tomorrow, we need a big button for the news tomorrow.
We do.
Midday tomorrow, we are putting on sale our tickets for Clash near the Castle. Obviously, Clash at the Castle's the first weekend in September. 2nd or 3rd of September, I can't remember off the top of my head.
3rd. 2nd?
The Saturday
Second.
Of Clash.
Second, because that's the 3rd.
Correct.
Second.
The 2nd of September, obviously Clash at the Castle's going down Principality Stadium in Cardiff, Wales. Earlier on in the day, like a 15-minute walk basically from the stadium, we're going to be doing Clash near the Castle. All your favourite WhatCulture stars, and Simon Miller's going to be there as well. We're going to be doing all the usual bollocks that we did before. Maybe a live ups and downs, maybe a live bloody good quiz. Just fun.
Yeah.
I'm giddy about it. I'm excited. I'm looking forward to it. Come and hang out with us. We'll put tickets on sale tomorrow midday. We'll press a big button on the news to signify that, and we'll give you all the details as and when we get them. But yeah, we'll announce it all tomorrow, so make sure you check that out. Let us know your thoughts on that and all of today's news stories in the comments section below. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Subscribe to WhatCulture Wrestling wherever you get your podcast from for daily wrestling podcasts, including today our Dynamite review and our big extended preview of, I was going to say Double or Nothing then. That's not what it's called. Forbidden Door, which is coming your way this Sunday, and we're doing a live stream for it. Twitter questions at WhatCultureWWE, of course. If you want to follow Phil on Twitter, you can follow him at
Phil My Chambers, and you can follow Adam at
Adam Wilborn. Follow us all at WhatCultureWWE. And join myself and Phil Chambers in a few hours for a WWE themed news with all your Twitter questions. But for now, my thanks to Phil. Thank you for joining us, and we will see you soon.